Hello, 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 and happy Sunday to all of my water bearers, Aquarius. Yes, Aquarius, happy new moon energy. Hopefully, you all left some things behind in that last phase and that last cycle, moving into this new moon energy. Yes, we're new moon in Taurus. So yes, that means knowing your self-worth, Aquarius. Yes, and then adding zeros behind it. Yes, we're going to talk a little bit about the number zero because the moon is at 0%. Yes, let's get it. Yes, this is a time for rest, relaxation after finishing strong in that last cycle. Yes, somebody is exhausted. So I encourage you to get your rest. Spend some time alone, Aquarius, just planting those seeds of intention because that's what new moon energy is about, and deciding what your self-worth is. Are you wasting your energy on things that you shouldn't? Will you do it again? Will you repeat a cycle? Or will you move into a new, somebody is overthinking something already, Aquarius. There's nothing to overthink. All right, let's look at it. All right, we have the 4 of Cups, we have the 2 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups, right? Somebody has been near a body of water, really thinking about, this is where I don't want you to waste your time, because time is money, right? Both of them are energy, right? So if you're wasting time on overthinking something about encountering a snake, instead recognize that it was a kundalini experience, that you had to be bitten, something had to bite you in order for you to move from that comfort zone. Remember, you all are your fixed signs. You all are very smart signs, but you're also fixed signs. So I don't want somebody to get fixated on who did you wrong. Remember, leave it in the past. This is your time for rest. So if you're going to go to the beach, take a book with you, listen to your favorite songs, or dance around the house, go to the gym and work out, whatever. If you're going to be in this place of just loving up on yourselves deeper and harder, because that's what somebody is doing. Your mind could drift off into, I can't believe I dated this person. I can't believe I work with this person. But it should be on, I can't believe I even let it get to me that deep. It wasn't even that deep. It could be in Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio that somebody's thinking about, or they may have that somewhere in their chart. By the way, I'm not talking to just my Aquarius sun signs. I'm talking to Aquarius wherever Aquarius is in your chart. So please go pull your full birth chart, because you know that Aquarius is ruled by 2 planets, Uranus and Saturn, right? So we're associating your sign with your ruling planets, not the person that you were interacting with, right? So you could have dealt with a water sign that was very low vibrational, very moody, very negative, wanted to escape reality, maybe through drugs, drinking, alcohol. Whatever it was, some form of escapism, kind of checked out mentally or whatever. Somebody who is very possessive, somebody who is very jealous, that kind of thing, always playing mind games and, that kind of thing, right? So again, instead of looking at it that way, start to see, no, you know what? Especially if you have Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio somewhere in your chart, recognize that a high frequency, they're also highly intuitive. So if you've been affected by that sign in particular, for you, or maybe thought at some point you would marry that kind of sign in particular, this is where you want to tap into the Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in you. This is attached to Cancer, right? So some of you Aquarius may have Cancer in your chart, which makes you highly intuitive, tenacious. It makes you empathic. It makes you a sweetheart. It makes you a human lie detector. It makes you very maternal in your energy, but it also makes you a money magnet. So embrace all sides of yourself, the darkness in yourself, the light in yourself, the seen, unseen, known, unknown, right? Yes. So like I said before, and then we're looking at the Judgment card, which is attached to the planet Pluto, right? And so this is your power source. When you embrace all sides of yourself, recognizing, yes, I am open-minded. I'm a humanitarian. I'm very creative. I'm progressive, original, independent, unique, friendly, powerful, intellectual, free-spirited water bearer. There have been times that I've been impulsive, but guess what? There may be times in the future that I may need to be impulsive. So I'm not going to look at it as a negative thing. I may have been unpredictable I may have been unpredictable in the past, but there are going to be times I need to be unpredictable because I don't need somebody knowing my pattern. It depends on the situation. This is how you're using perceived weaknesses as a strength, Aquarius, right? There may be times that I've been inconsistent in the past, but it may be sometimes I need to be inconsistent just to kind of sort of throw certain energies off, right? There may be times when it seemed like to be an extremist in the past, right? But I need to stand firm on something. So if a person is calling me an extremist because I finally found something that works for me and they can't see it, oh well, that's on them, right? I may have been stubborn in the past. So you see how I'm helping you to use what are perceived weaknesses as your strength, right? So yes, you're learning how to embrace and balance out your own energy. And at a higher frequency, if you're interested in getting married, whether getting married in business or getting married romantically, it's right there for you. I see some of you all have interacted with people in the past, and these energies may be even in your own family who have been trying to drag you down every single time you've given them energies. But see, in this cycle, you've learned how to ignore those energies. You've learned how to ignore these energies in the workplace. You've learned how to ignore these energies in your family. You've learned how to ignore these energies in every part of your life. So again, at a higher frequency, I see some of you all meeting the perfect business partner, perfect for you. I see you meeting your perfect person for you because again, you've learned how to not overthink it. You've learned how to embrace all sides of yourself. Now the number 0. The moon is at 0% illumination, right? This is why it looks like the moon is a black moon out there, letting you know, turn off the light, get some sleep, get some rest. You don't need to sit there and overthink who bit you, who hurt you in the past, and oh my God, it's going to happen again in the future. Sounds like post-traumatic stress. So if you decide, you may want to go sit down and talk to somebody, like sit down and talk to a mental health professional, start meditating, tossing some things into a burning bowl. Toss the word insomnia in here. Toss the word false evidence that appears real. Toss the word negative thoughts in here. Stinking thinking. Put it in here. Write it down. Burn it in a bowl, right? Again, everything that's preventing you from rising to the next raising your frequency and allowing certain things to fall out of range, decluttering, that's what you need to burn in a burning bowl. But do whatever you need to do to protect your mental health, Aquarius. The number 0 hovers between worlds, between numbers of positive value and numbers of negative value, between the seen and unseen. It therefore represents a very unique power. In fact, if you add 0 to any number, it expands and empowers that number, right? Yeah. So 1 becomes 10, 8 becomes 80, right? Whatever you add, the number of zeros you add behind it. Remember, I said if you have Cancer in your chart, not only are you the mother sign, but you're also the money sign. So the energy of money is very attracted to you, Aquarius. Very, very, very attracted to you. So you don't have anything to worry about financially. And at a higher frequency, you're going to attract a different caliber of person. But again, you're going to start listening to your feminine side and start knowing when to stop talking and just listen so that God can be talking to you while you are in the presence of certain people. You don't need any more gold diggers in your life. I'm talking to men and women, Aquarius. Here we have the Queen of Cups. And again, you have an enormous amount of compassion. This is what this means. You're having an enormous amount of compassion. Why? This is a crown chakra, God level of clarity. And that's what you're listening to. You're listening to so what I'm saying, you're listening to God and your source in you. I'm saying perfect synergy for you in the workplace. I'm seeing you being more conservative with your energy, right? Remember, money is also a form of energy, right? So you're being conservative with your time. We know time is money, the energy of money, right? We're not talking about just coins and paper money. We're talking about what are you devoting all your time to? If you say, what I'm saying for some of you all, if you say, I really want to go back to school and learn this craft so that I can make more money, so that I can open up this homeless shelter, so that I can create jobs for other people, because very seldom do Aquarius want money for just flexing and flossing and living in the big, even though those things you can't take with you. So that's not even that's, like I said, no judgment over here. You buy what you want to buy. It's your money, right? But the role of the spirit of an Aquarius is to create opportunities for other people as a humanitarian. So imagine when I say time is money, we know that paper and coins are going away. So what's more valuable to you? Your time, right? Which is money, right? Which is currency. So you're not going to waste a whole lot of time overthinking something, Aquarius, when you could be devoting that time to doing things that you love, nurturing yourself by go ahead and embracing all sides of yourself, balancing out your own dualities, being a sweetheart to yourself first, right? Spoiling yourself, taking yourself out to eat, doing whatever it is you like to do, working on your computers, learning how to get to the moon, whatever is in your mind, Aquarius. But again, I see you being more conservative, and I do see somebody taking some time to travel. That's what I'm seeing for you, Aquarius. I'm looking at least 8 streams of income. Why? Because you're not wasting time thinking about what snake bit you and how they hurt you and all that. You're not even getting caught up in your mind. Why? Somebody knows that they're divinely protected, because anything that comes up against you is going to be exposed. Yes. Somebody right now is nervous about their job situation because they're thinking, oh my God, this person just got promoted. This person has always been out for me. You don't have to worry about it, because guess what? You're already divinely protected. They'll be exposed. They'll already be exposed. So don't delay. See, in this cycle, some of you all are not going to delay starting your businesses, even though you could work for a manager who is this energy right here, Kundalini experience. But this energy right here is not above God. They're not, right? They'll be exposed. Your ancestors are already telling you. Somebody is getting near a body. Somebody has been near a body of water, whether you went to a beach, a lake, a pond, a stream, or whatever, and it came through the air for you. That this person is plotting and planning and scheming, Aquarius. But it doesn't matter, because they're going to be what? Exposed. They're going to be exposed. You have nothing to worry about, Aquarius, at all. As a matter of fact, you used to, in the past, in the last cycles, this was you cycles ago, right? Anxious, nervous, stomach in knots, couldn't sleep, all of that. Nobody could tell, because on the outside, you were impeccably dressed, still coming up with bright ideas, with a smile on your face, reading or writing a book or whatever you were doing, still learning through the process, but very anxiety. Lots of anxiety, but that's coming to an end. That challenge that you had with yourself is coming to an end, Aquarius. You don't have anything to worry about. So if you had some business ideas, go forth. Continue planting those seeds. There's nothing that this person could do. They can't touch you. They really can't. They're going to keep being exposed. They're going to keep being exposed. As long as you continue ascending higher, they're going to continue being exposed. You sitting around worrying about it is a waste of your time and your energy, right? I see a lot of you all dating very, very differently, really seeing your worth. That's what the new moon in Taurus is really about, is knowing your self-worth. Because when we know that prosperity lies ahead, that prosperity can be in health, it can be in wealth, it can be in whatever. Your time is your money. So that's where your prosperity is, your time, right? What are you spending your time on? What are you spending your time on? Or are you wasting your time, right? Overthinking something. I do see somebody meeting somebody who's really, really a sweetheart. Right here we have the 5 of Swords. Right? 5 of Swords lets me know that there could be somebody that you worked with. This is what I'm saying for you all, Aquarius, because it's multiple things that's coming through. Somebody could have worked for somebody who comes across as jealous. Somebody who could be in a leadership position who comes across as jealous. It was just like a lot of things going on in their spirit, Aquarius. And it could have caused some frustration and anxiety in you. But like I said, it's going to be exposed. By now, you all should know just how powerful you all as a sign. A lot of people are threatened by how smart you all really are. What throws people off is your friendliness, the fact that you all don't hoard information. They almost see it like it's an angle, like, why are they so nice to me? Why are they not sharing information? So because you all are well liked and people are attracted to your energy, Aquarius, it also puts you in a position of people's what is it called? Like that bad energy rearing its ugly head, or like their horns coming out. It can even be in your family, whomever it is. Like, people wonder why people are so, why does Aquarius seem so fun loving and friendly and get along with everybody, and they're not involved in any cliques or anything like that. They just love everybody, right? But I really want you all to, if you have Cancer in your sign, I really need you to, because you've been down here long enough trying to get along with everybody, right? I need you to ascend higher, right? See your self-worth, Aquarius. Balance out your own energy. Be married to yourself first before thinking about getting married to somebody else. I don't care if you already have kids. Be married to you, Aquarius. Fall in love with you, all sides of you, Aquarius, because so that you can see these signs that you don't have any competition. Keep ascending higher and let them just burn themselves. Don't give them any energy whatsoever. Somebody could have had a real challenging relationship at work with a manager who was just sneaky, underhanded, backhanded, all kinds of things. I don't want to say you should be delivered by this by now, Aquarius, because I know people are at different stages of their growth. But if you're still struggling with somebody in your life that you know is a narcissist or who has really tried to hurt you in the past, Aquarius, I want you to really try your best. Just try it. Cut them off for good and keep moving forward. Let God handle the rest. This is not the time for you to get into, well, I don't want people to think I'm this kind of way. I don't want people to, don't worry about what people think. They already thought it. Okay, Aquarius? I need you all to move forward because it has caused a lot of hostility in your spirit in the past. And that needs to end. That should have stayed back there, because that should have stayed back there in that last cycle. We're in a whole new cycle. We're in a new moon phase right now. We have 8 major moon phases in a cycle. So you need to decide what you want this cycle to look like and future cycles to look like, right? It shouldn't look like, you feeling some kind of way because there's some kind of animosity or jealousy. How these people had their back turned to you and you shouldn't have to dim down how you look or dim your light or, dress differently or look differently or feel bad about yourself because other people can't see it within themselves. They can't see the bright light within themselves. Yeah. So you don't have to get into this being mean to people or anything. You can continue being your high vibrating, friendly selves, right? But again, separating yourself from the dark energies, right, around you who are trying to pull you down. 2 of Swords. Somebody had a lot of repressed emotions, from the past, but take the blindfolds off. You need to see who is who. You all are too smart for this. Take the blindfolds off so the information can come through the air. You're an air sign, right? So you'll know what to give water to and what not to give water to. You all are water bearers. So you'll know not to give water to, these types of energy, right? Because these types of energy, you're thinking, okay, I'm just going to give some little water to it. It's going to cause steaming mad. They're going to end up burning you. I'm not giving any energy to it, whatever. I'm not shedding a tear. I'm not telling you how you hurt me. No, none of that. We're not having this emotional conversation about it. We're not doing any of that anymore. We're not. If you happen to work with a person who has, because you're learning how to take your power back and control your emotions in a good way. Remember, if you have Cancer in your chart, and this is one of Scorpio's ruling planets, when you were down there, it was like, who said the saying, if you argue with a fool, nobody will know who the fool is, right? Somebody dropped a quote below. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But as long as you stay down there with them, nobody's going to know who the liar is. Nobody's going to know who the manipulator is. Nobody's going to know who the who is, right? But when you ascend higher and you consistently be your kind, friendly, professional self, Aquarius, because again, you already know God is exposing them. I don't need to be down there and fighting in the mud with them. I'm going to ascend higher. Let them talk while they're all down there. Don't worry about the title and position. You're ascending higher. You've already embraced all sides of yourself. You already know that they're lying. You already know what kind of energies you're dealing with, Aquarius. And like I said, This is what you're being prepared for. Multiple streams of income, travel, perfect synergy in the workplace. This is going to determine you moving forward into your next wealthy place, whether it's a new job in a new department or whether it's a new job, period, because you're not bringing that past low vibrating energy of being contaminated by these types of energies, Aquarius. You're not bringing that into your next relationships, your next romantic relationship. Oh, my ex was a snake. My ex. You don't need to bring any of that. You just need to listen to your intuition while you're in the interviewing stage, while you're interviewing them. Right? If it's a romantic relationship, you're interviewing them. You're listening for certain signs. You're not just looking at the outer shell. You're paying attention to spirit. What is source telling you? Remember, Cancers are ruled by the moon. So you're allowing the moon, and the moon changes every single day from 1 degree to the next, right? Every single day is changing. So you're listening for what your intuition is trying to tell you about things. My body is rich. I am abundant. I am provided for. Absolutely, Aquarius. Just in case somebody wants to take a screenshot. Your body is an obvious example of nature's abundance. Hundreds of billions of cells are provided for. Yes, indeedy, Aquarius. All right, let's pull some more oracle cards. Yes, Aquarius. Your emotions, looks like, looking at this reading right here, your emotions in the past have really, really ruled your money, has ruled your sense, your power, all of that has, your emotions have been like, somebody has been so emotional, it almost puts your own fire out, right? The key here is to ignore these energies altogether. But if you have to deal with them, treat them almost like they are not human. Because again, if you show any emotion whatsoever, this is where you're going to have to go into feminine mode, like taking action as you would as a divine masculine. But this is where they're going to have to see the other side of you, Aquarius. Let them say, you're not going to be unprofessional. You're not going to be, but you're going to you can't show emotion whatsoever with this type of energy whatsoever. Right? So it could be somebody of the opposite sex, right? It could be, but this 4 + 4 right here, the number 4 is in the earth, is connected to the earth, right? Keeping you grounded. But 4 + 4 is 8. It reduces to the number 8. And 8 is the money exchange number, right? It could be somebody of the opposite sex that really, really, you feel like that person is a snake, but instead you're looking at it as like, I can't just look at the outside. I have to really dig deep and listen to my intuition when I'm interacting with people, so I don't come across as moody. So nothing that they've been convincing people about me that, oh, Aquarius isn't smart enough. I could go deeper into this, but again, I'm just going to stay focused with this right here. You rising above the situation is going to give you a different view of it, that they really, really see you as a threat, Aquarius. They have really seen you as a threat. As a threat. Some of you all exes have seen you as a threat. You were sleeping with the enemy. Some of the management leadership on your job have all seen you as a threat. They really, really have. But they're being exposed because it's going to backfire. Because again, you've ascended higher. You're still a sweetheart, because you've embraced all sides of yourself. You know the truth. You know a lot of people have lied about you and try to run smear campaigns, and they have been committed to misunderstanding you, Aquarius. I hope somebody hears me, because I really, really want you all to ascend higher and get everything that source is trying to release to you so that you can move forward in your humanitarian efforts, Aquarius. I really want you all to get your stuff. I really, really do. Because some people have been, some of y'all exes have been saying, oh, they not this, they not that, they not this and that. And people sit around and listen. But they also wonder, well, hold on, Aquarius cut them off. Nobody's heard from Aquarius. Nobody has contact with an Aquarius. Haven't been able to get in contact with them, whatever. What you all don't even realize, Aquarius, is during this time, your ancestors have been all around you, alerting you. At certain times in your your cycle, last cycle, and you'll see it again in this cycle as we move through these phases. Some of you all have gotten like this vivid picture of people trying to sabotage you in conversations that you've heard, like in your dreams. It was almost like somebody was a fly on the wall. No, not even a fly on the wall. You could hear a full conversation, like completely, like them sitting around having this conversation, plotting, planning, scheming, talking about you like a dog, as if you were sitting at the table where they were. They couldn't see you, but you could see all the faces in plain view. You knew exactly who all the players were. That's how powerful you are when you listen, when you ascend higher and listen to your intuition. You already know who all the players are. You already know what they're going to do before they do it. You already know. So some of the people, I'm seeing, and I'm about to close your reading out, Aquarius, because I really, really want you all to ascend higher and pay attention, because there's a lot of wonderful things coming your way. Like for some of you all, you've been yearning for a new love to come in your way, and a new person is coming across somebody's path if you already are not married or in a romantic relationship or in business. What I'm seeing right now, Aquarius, is you all have an absolute privy to conversations that people would be wondering, how in the world, why can't we stop Aquarius? This is not for somebody's ego, Aquarius. Why can't we block Aquarius? How come they haven't been able to fire the Aquarius? How come they've been able, how come every time we get together, it's like the vision that I'm getting, it's like a, have you ever seen like a bundle of straw or like a bundle of roses? It's not even roses, like a bundle of like I'll just say like a bundle of straws. Like it's all these people coming together to try to come up against you. Like they feel like the more of them that get together, Aquarius, they can attack little old you, right? But what they don't see is God with you. You have surrendered to your higher self, and they're still down here, and they don't understand their flesh is weak. But with you at a higher frequency is you and God. And that's where they have the option of ascending to their higher self and respecting God to God, God in you, God in them. But they're too busy operating at a low frequency. So if we all get together, maybe if we get together, we'll win, right? Somebody has even gone so far as to choose a leader. They keep choosing people to come up against you, Aquarius. I don't want somebody to get arrogant or egotistical with this, because you don't want to edge God out during this time. You really want to pay attention to what I'm saying. It's like they've brought several people up against you. Some of your exes have enlisted your own family members to come up against you, and your family members, because because this ex was so narcissistic, Aquarius, your own family members couldn't see it. Why? Because they were too operating in flesh. Well, they just seems like a good man or a good woman, and I don't know why, and your ex was even was able to convince your own family that they don't even really know you the way your ex knows you. Because your ex said, well, I'm married to them. Y'all may think y'all know Aquarius, but you don't really know Aquarius like I know. I'm married to them. I wake up with them every single day. Your family, oh, well, we didn't know that. And we just sitting there entertained as if they didn't grow up in the same family with you. Like there's nothing in them that's going to would defend you like you would do for them. Somebody works with a manager who is very narcissistic. The moment they met you, they saw light all in you. They saw intelligence, able to quickly pick up and learn things like real quick. So they went on this immediately. I got to prove to everybody that Aquarius is not as smart as they are. But see, what a lot of people miss out on, Aquarius, is that you've already been here. You're already leading the pack. You came back to where they are to help. That's why Aquarius are not threatened by anybody, because you all came back to help, Aquarius. Right? So you already been where they are. And quiet as it's kept, you would help them too, except they're still operating at their lower selves, Aquarius. So somebody may be even choosing somebody right now, putting them in a leadership position, because that person right there can get rid of Aquarius. But guess what? They don't know who you're riding with. You're at a higher frequency. You've already embraced all sides of yourself. Now you're embracing your power, Aquarius. You know your self-worth, right? So again, exposed again. Exposed again. Exposed again, Aquarius. I had to slow walk that one for you all, because I think some of y'all forgot how powerful you really are. And I am not trying to toot anybody's horn, but I'm trying to help you all, everybody understand their individual power and what they look like at their highest selves. So yes, Aquarius. Yes. Somebody is trying to mess with your multiple streams of income. Somebody doesn't want you to be in a happy, healthy, romantic relationship. Somebody just wants to ruin your life with their narcissism. It's like they have coal for eyeballs, like it's a big black rock where their heart should be. They're fighting so many demons because they're at their lower selves, and you have now decided, I need to leave that behind. That's a job for God. I'm not their savior. Somebody completely got rid of that God complex. So kudos for you, Aquarius. We are not each other's saviors. You can't even save your adult kids, or you can't save your kids. Not their spirits. I'm talking about your adult kids, right? We are each other's guides. We are not other people's gods, right? It's time to take action. Somebody needs some fire up under them. Like seriously, somebody needs the fire up under them, right? Somebody may have Aries in their chart. Somebody could have Cancer in their chart. But nevertheless, what I'm seeing that, again, Aquarius, I'm talking about Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or wherever Aquarius is in your chart. It's time for you to take your power back by ignoring these energies, because you know your worth. If they don't want your help, continue being your friendly self, listening to your intuition, Aquarius, because you're at a higher frequency right now. You've already seen them at their lowest. Somebody has dealt with some demonic energy for far too long. Let God handle it. For real, let God handle it. And let God keep exposing that energy while you keep coming out smelling like a rose, Aquarius. That is what I have for you. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.